Hello Abaqus user, welcome to Abaqus Acumen for quick and sound learning. Today's session we are going to do the session where we can what we'll do will not only we already done a video on how to convert from engineering to plastics test and curve, but the major issue is once you convert to a plastics test and curve, how you can model a elastoplastic behavior within Abaqus, how you extract the elastic strain, how you can start from the yield stress, convert into plastic strain, and that particular data what we are going to use. That's what actually this particular tutorial is there. So you see this is the engineering, and then it's a engineering stress strain curve. This is true. But then if I to take a plasticity data from here, if I take a yield stress, take out what is the elastic component to that and plot it as a elastoplastic behavior within the Abaqus. That is what actually this tutorial is there. We are not going to solve any problem, but we'll use Abaqus utility to convert engineering to true system, and will convert into like a different behavior like elastic behavior, elastoplastic behavior, or hyperelastic behavior. So this is the video we are going to do. Before we go to the tutorials, we strongly suggest to first go through this converting engineering to true system curve tutorial. This is just a 10 minutes tutorial which convert the basics things, and then you should go to the next Abaqus utility, how you can convert the engineering to true system curve using Abaqus utility. So this is the second tutorial you should go through, and then you can come here and we can start. So we are going to again use Abaqus utility calibration, and using calibration we are going to convert data. So I'll first use a calibration, and inside that calibration you want to have a data. So I just have plastic data, PCABS plastic data I have. So I'll just copy paste that. So I have engineering stress strain data for PCABS. So I just took that, I put Ctrl Shift and down arrow button, and then I copy the whole part. I'll paste it in a strain. So this is like some 1000 points are there, and then you put Ctrl Shift and down arrow, and then you copy the stress portion. So this is what we have is a stress versus strain. We have like PCA based data which is engineering stress strain curve. Now I'll just process it, and I'll say convert, and this conversion is from convert from nominal to true stress strain curve, and I just give a name, true PCA base. I'll remove the copy name, and I say OK. So this is what is converted into true stress strain curve. This is perfectly fine. You have elastic engineering stress strain curve, you convert into plastic stress strain. Now the major exercise what we are going to do, we are going to convert this data into elastic plastic behavior. So below this you see a behavior, will say behavior which is a elastoplastic behavior. I'll give a name like, I'll say keep it as a behavior num, behavior 1, and elastoplastic isotropic behavior. Now once you go here, it's very simple. It will ask a data set, which data set you want to select. So I say true stress strain data set I want to convert. Then it will ask calculate the ultimate point from the data set, or you can choose it. You have both options. You can choose it or you can calculate it. The only thing which you can use a calculated calculation is based on a very typical steel stress strain curve. So it will just check what is a peak. So we'll first check whether if it calculate. So we put it, it's saying this is the ultimate. This is not ultimate. This might be our yield. So I selected a manually. This is my ultimate. So I selected the ultimate, which is a breaking point for PCABS plastic, and then I select yield stress somewhere here. So I selected the yield stress. I can come little bit down because it is not capturing the right modulus, so I say I'll capture here, which is good enough capturing the elastic part. So if I select, this is again a lower yield stress versus upper yield stress, so I selected appropriate yield stress, so where it can capture my straight line, which is the elastic behavior. It also calculate my modulus. It is calculated the modulus for me. It is say 1509.22 is my modulus. Now I don't have data for Poisson's ratio, so I'm going to put this is a manually like a 0.35. So I know the Poisson's ratio, so I'll just 1 minute. I put the Poisson's ratio. I'll create a material. So you need to first create a material. So I say create a PCABS. I say okay. So it created the material. You can create from here or you can create earlier from there. So I select a PCABS and then I say apply. So now you say, once you say apply, it's a calibrated parameter successfully mapped. But one thing we are not done. Once we selected the yield stress, we'll say the plastic point how much you want. So this is from where it is capturing the plastic point. You can go have very high dense plastic point, or you can have like minimum. It's just taking the first and the last point. We don't want minimum. So you start using this slider and see how the points looks like. So see, you see the points and how they are capturing. They are capturing very well. I can add little bit. This is capturing very well, and then you say apply, and then it's a calibration parameter have successfully mapped. And now if you go to your material property, you can see you have your Poisson's ratio, which is calculated from your true stress strain curve, and then the Poisson's ratio we have put it. Then we have the plastic data. So you see, using Abaqus utility, we already calculated what is the plastic stress strain data based on the yield stress. It take out what is the elastic component from the strain, and you can directly ready-made use this data. So this is for the elastoplastic behavior. Now we'll model one for elastic behavior. So I'll just create now elastic portion. Now this exercise is done. So PCABS engineering to true stress strain we are converted, and we converted into the elastoplastic behavior. Now I'm going to use one more exercise here. So if you see this behavior, you have different thing. You have elastic, isotropic, hyperelastic with permanent set. So I'm going to create one more data which will be not elastoplastic but some linear curve, and then how we can calculate the modulus from there. So I'll say just it's a dummy elastic data, and then I have this 1 minute. It's already open. Let me check where it is. 1 minute. So this is my elastic data. I'll just copy it. I say elastic. So this is like some not very linear curve, but it's linear and then it's become a slightly non-linear curve. So I just want to calculate for this is what is a modulus. So you can calculate by using a feat here, which can Abaqus utility can put it for us. So I'm going to say behavior 2. I selected the portion. 1 minute. I'll convert this data, first process it to convert this into like true/trend curve. So this is there. I'll then edit it and then use elastic data. I'll say calculate the modulus. So this is how it is calculating. It is putting a curve, a closer curve in this, and then you put Poisson's ratio. I don't have data, and then I'll create like some material like elastic. I say okay, and then I say elastic, and I say apply, and here you'll see it convert Young's modulus from the data. So this is the other video, other exercise. Now one more thing is here, which is on the hyperelastic with permanent set. You can also try on your own, or I'll suggest one thing, like we have one more video on the how to get a hyperelastic material calibration, which is already we have that video. So we'll suggest you to go through that video, that is give a clear idea how you can model it. So Abaqus hyperelastic material constant evaluation from the test data. Using this you can, it's the same thing, so you can use this data and calibrate use the Abaqus utility. So this is available in 6.15. So this is a quick video guys on the Abaqus utility. I hope you like this video. Don't forget to like us and subscribe us. Thank you. Bye bye.